Hi, it's One Invisible Songstress, and I do have a new song today. The song is called All the 613 Mitzvot Are to Help You Correct Your Meedot. And the words in Hebrew will be explained underneath the video. All the 613 mitzvot are to help you correct your Meedot. Even though in the generation we live in, they are not all observed because there is no Beit HaMikdash. Some are for men or women only. Some are only done in Eretz Yisroel and so on. There are still enough mitzvot for us to do. And the more we do, the better for us in the long run. As was said by Rabbi Hananya ben Akashya, English translation. The Holy One, blessed is He, wished to confer merit on Yisroel. Therefore He gave them Torah and mitzvot in abundance. As it is said in Yeshaya 60:21, Hashem desired for the sake of it, meaning Yisrael's righteousness, that the Torah be made great and glorious. If we have no commandments to follow, how would we know between right and wrong, good and bad? And instead we go about independently and aimlessly through life, with no direction or purpose, thinking it is all just for fun or frivolity, with no consequences for our actions, and only for pleasure and personal satisfaction. What kind of life would that be? With all due respect and honesty, it gets really dull, old, and boring to just get up every morning, going from one party to a show, a restaurant, a club, or a vacation, etc. And the total nonsense this world seems to thrive on. But are you really living a purposeful life? Or just getting by with no mission, or goal in mind? When you buy a product, there usually is a manual or instructions for use, so you don't break it or abuse it. Do you think HaKadosh Baruch Hu would create a world, put human beings in it, and just leave us to figure it out for ourselves with no proper guidelines or directions, because you are likely to just go about doing what feels right to you, although it may not accord with conduct that is appropriate just from common sense, besides the fact that we actually are given in detail all the instructions we need for life in the Torah, and all the 613 mitzvot are to help you correct your Meedot. There is no leeway to compromise, leave, or add on to any of the mitzvot we were given by the Borei Olam as instructed in the Torah, as instructed in the Torah. Even if they seem too hard and your family or friends are not obeying them, or you are embarrassed because you feel like, quote, the odd man out because you choose to do the ratzon of Hashem Yitbarach, and they choose to give in to their desires and the norm of society, which totally goes against the rules of Aveenu She'ba'shamayim. You have to stay strong and not give in to what want, feel, or is comfortable for you, as this has to be erased from your mind and only do for the sake of heaven, and is the hardest thing to do. Whether I see is good for me or not, whether others will or will not associate with me, I don't care about that, as I'm here only to please Hashem, and doesn't matter what any person thinks of me, as I'm only concerned with living the emet, and nothing else matters in the end, as the neshama will be judged by HaKadosh Baruch Hu for everything it has done during its physical existence. When it gets to the court of heaven, take full advantage of the amazing gift you were given, whose value is beyond recognition or definition, as how can you put a price on the holy divine Torah that was written and given to us by Adon Kol HaOlam? Do you even realize that you can never lose by doing the will of the Creator It may be difficult at first, especially if you grew up with no knowledge and were never taught what you need to do. You never got the foundation from your family, teachers, or friends, so it seems really strange and foreign and very fanatic and restrictive, but really it is pure and precisely perfect once you start learning the facts and what you were created for, and why it is a blessing for every aspect of your life when you observe the Mitzvot and build a relationship with Hashem based on the truth of the Torah. There is no greater or better thing in life when you are attached to learning Torah, doing Mitzvot, and correcting your Meedot, and you will get the assistance you need if you want to be righteous, improve your holiness and connection to Hashem Yitbarach, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as it is the only thing that matters to the soul in the end. Thanks for listening, one invisible songstress.